Alright, we should have sound, we should have picture, hopefully, here. Okay. Alright, let me check here. Alright, let me see. It should be showing up. Alright, I'm trying to get my live chat thing. Let me see here. Let me do a test here. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Okay. Alright, looks like we have sound and everything. Alright, let's get this going. So, this online class is going to be about how to market your business online. So I'm going to be focusing on easy, affordable, and effective marketing strategies. And so, let me look here. Let me pull up my slides. Okay, just a second. Got this here. Let me go back up to the top. Okay. Well, let me see. Oops. I just goofed up here. There we go. Okay. Make sure everything is working properly. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, good. It looks like we are good. So, I'm gonna start going over everything. So, now, why is online marketing important? Well, it's going to be, obviously, key to reaching potential customers, creating brand awareness, and driving sales. And while there are lots of traditional marketing practices that can still work to some degree, online is really the most cost-effective, flexible, and best for those with limited budgets. There are tons of free and low-cost ways that you can start marketing your business online, so you can build a following, reach your target audience, all without a lot of the limitations and cost of using traditional marketing methods. Now, a bit about me. Okay, so I have been building websites and designing graphics since high school. It was something I enjoyed doing, so I've been doing it ever since. It's been over 20 years. I started studying marketing and psychology back in 2015, but that was mostly to improve the effectiveness of the websites and marketing I was creating. So it wasn't like a certificate or actual official class or anything. It was more of a studying on my own, using various resources and different research. So I am not a marketing expert, but I do know things that can help you with your marketing. The goal of this class is to teach you some marketing tactics that are going to help save you time and money. So in this class, I'm going to be teaching you some of the different online marketing tactics, the effectiveness and the cost of those, how to put together an effective marketing strategy, and some analytics and AI tools that you can use to measure your progress and see how things are working, and so you can tailor and modify your marketing strategies according to the data that you get. Okay, so what makes this class different is that I'm focusing on helping small business owners maximize their impact without breaking the bank. So I'm going to be trying to focus on easy things that are affordable and that most small businesses can manage to do themselves and, you know, very effectively, using just free tools and things like that. You should be able to leave this class with actionable insights and practical things that you can start using immediately. And then the third thing I'm going to be doing is setting some realistic expectations. A lot of people will start thinking, oh, I'm going to create some sort of viral content, or I'm going to do this or that. And, you know, it can lead to a lot of disappointment. So I'm going to try to help set some realistic expectations for all the marketing tactics that I'm going to cover in this class. Okay, so in the first half of the class, I'm going to be talking about the online marketing strategies. And so we're talking about what's most effective, the costs, different things like that, how to put together a marketing strategy for your business. Then we can take a quick break, and then we'll talk about marketing using content and measuring your success and things of that sort. So we will also have a Q&A session that is available after if you so want. If you want to stick around, that's fine. If not, that's okay too. So it's just an optional thing if you have any questions. Okay, so here are the key online marketing strategies that you can use for your business. One is web design, and this is where you use a professional looking website to represent your business online. Number 2 is SEO and content marketing. This is where you're going to use keywords that you target that people are going to be looking for actively, and then you're going to try and publish content that uses those keywords and that provides value to attract them, and it's going to attract organic traffic. And by organic, I mean people that are just naturally looking, that come across your content. You're not paying for them to visit your website, whereas with an online ad or a sponsored listing or something, you would be paying for them to come to you. In this way, you're attracting them naturally. Okay, the third one is social media marketing, and this is where you're going to publish posts on your social media channels and where you may pay for advertising on those platforms to target, to your target audience. The fourth one is social media influencers. This is where you're going to be leveraging the audience and reputation of a social media influencer who has already built up a following, already has engaging content that they create regularly, and you're going to get them to help you endorse or promote or otherwise just create brand awareness and be able to promote your business or your products or service. The fifth thing is using the sponsored listings and online ads, as I briefly mentioned before. This is where you're paying for search, appearing at the top of the search results, or where you're paying for display ads on other websites. These ads may be done through Google, Bing, or other platforms. And then email marketing is a sixth strategy. This is where, sorry, that's my cat. This is where you're going to send emails to a list of contacts that you have permission to send emails to. The seventh one is contests, events, and giveaways. So this is where you're going to have some sort of promotional event that you use to attract new customers, potentially get some viral attention, and just generally increase the awareness of your business. Number 8 is social media challenges. This is where you end up getting a lot of user-generated content. So you create some sort of potential challenge for people to use a hashtag for, and then they try to take on that challenge and then post videos. The Ice Bucket Challenge, I don't know if you remember that. There's been other challenges since then, but personally I don't keep up with those. But it can be a way to create and encourage engagement and just get more attention to your business, services, or products. All right, number 9 is viral content. This is where, usually video, images, maybe an article or something like that gets shared widespread, maybe on one or more platforms. It's very shareable content, very relatable content. When the content goes viral, it's usually massively shared in a short period of time, and it typically targets some sort of trending or controversial topics. It can become a trending topic, perhaps. It just kind of depends, and it's basically highly unpredictable. There's no way to really, there's no winning formula to create viral content. Otherwise, there would be a million people doing it, though they will definitely try. Many do not succeed. So the final one is video content, and this is where you use video to demonstrate, educate, entertain, or promote something that is relevant to your business. Okay, with all of these strategies, there is no one-size-fits-all. Some of these strategies may work for some and not for others. It may depend on what it is that you're doing specifically. There's all kinds of little things that can work and may not work, and you're going to have to evaluate the success and then analyze, how each of these methods are working for you, depending on which ones you choose to implement. And oh yes, and I forgot, if you have questions, feel free to put it in the chat, and I will try to answer them. Let me put my phone here somewhere so I can pay more attention in case there is any questions. Just a moment. Okay. Hopefully that will stay. Not wanting to stay. Oh, I'm loosening it. Okay. Okay, there. Alright, now I can see. Okay. Alright, now, carrying on here. Oh yes, the information that is covered in this class is pretty generalized, is not specific to any particular industry. These are averaged, so the stats that I give are going to be averaged out across multiple industries. So there's no specific things that I mention unless it's mentioned otherwise. You can also, I highly recommend that you do your own research. You can use tools like ChatGPT, and ask it questions and ask it to put together a marketing strategy for you, put together marketing ideas, ask, more specific questions that it would be able to better answer you than I can, just because there's so much, difference between different audience types and different industries that some things work better than others in just different situations. Okay, with that said, let's move on to the first key strategy, and we will discuss it a bit further now. So, website design, this is where you're going to use a professional looking website that is to help, serve as the foundation of your online presence. So a well-designed site is going to look professional and enhance the user experience, and it builds trust. So when people visit your website, they're going to be expecting something that looks good, that they can access, that they can read. So, they're going to evaluate, whether or not they could trust you. If you didn't really put any effort into your website and it just does not look very good, they will not trust it as much. Another thing that can influence trust is the domain name. So if you don't have a domain name for your business and you're just using, say, a free subdomain through Wix or something like that, that can also reflect poorly on your reputation and hurt trust with the visitors on your website. Okay, so on average, about 75% of users will judge a website, judge a company's credibility based on the website design that the website has. And I have a typo in my notes here. The design can reduce bounce rates and increase your conversions up to 200%. Now, these stats are from Stanford University and some other sources. I'm relying on ChatGPT to help me with these stats because there's simply too much information to process. So, I don't guarantee these rates are accurate. I'm just relaying what I've learned. Alright, so the cost for web design can vary. You can use do-it-yourself platforms such as WordPress, ZipWP, Wix. These things can cost you less than $100 a year. If you use professional design services, the average cost is usually $2,000 to $10,000. So that's why the cost is low to high. With professional design, they will typically invest more time into properly using, content and designing it in a way that is supposed to be marketed to help you convert sales and stuff like that, but that's not guaranteed. It's going to depend on the company and stuff that you go through. All right. And the same with the website builders and tools. They may not give you any kind of insight into that, but we will cover more on that later. So next we've got SEO and content marketing. So the focus on creating valuable keyword optimized content that is going to drive organic traffic. So just like I said before, that's where you get free traffic. People are naturally looking up keywords all the time. They're doing searches in Google, they're doing searches in Bing, they're doing them on YouTube and other search engines like DuckDuckGo and all these others. And when they're doing that, they're typing in maybe a question, maybe a phrase, a set of keywords. And so SEO is search engine optimization. So that means your website has content and titles that contain those keywords, and that helps increase the likelihood that people will see your website listed in the search results and that they will click it because it will be relevant to them and what they're searching for. So that is the idea behind it. And so when you have keyword optimized content, that means that the headlines and all the images and things that you use have keywords and descriptions and text that help the search engines know what your website is about, what kind of content it has, and help it determine the relevance to the search being performed. Okay, so the effectiveness. Okay, so on the slide I've got generates 3 times as many leads as outbound marketing and costs 62% less. So what this really means is that when you have high quality content, you can boost your site traffic by like 2,000%. Of course, that's a crazy number, but the general idea is that it is far better to target your content to the keywords than to not. So if you just throw in content on your website without much thought as to what people are actively searching for, you may rank far lower than other websites, and people have a harder time finding you. Now, SEO leads tend to have a 14.6% close rate, so that means that it's going to be more likely that people will be willing to buy from you, compared to 1.7 for like getting leads through cold calling or traditional methods and stuff. So there's definitely a lot of good that is good. I'm a little goofy here, ad-libbing here. The point is that you can use SEO and content marketing to really get a lot of just free traffic. And that is the key point I want to drive here. So the cost for implementing SEO and content marketing, it can vary widely. So you can use free and low-cost methods to generate your own content, to optimize your website so that it has keywords and stuff. There's more work involved, but you can use AI tools to help you. You can use keyword search, tools and stuff. Some are free, some are paid. It varies all across the board, but you can use that to implement this strategy. If you want it done professionally, then you'd need to pay for content writers and SEO experts who are probably going to use some sort of AI tools, honestly. So you might as well use them yourself, if you ask me. But the cost for professional services can range from $500 to $5,000 a month, depending on the complexity of it and the goals. So you can save a great deal of money if you just do it yourself and implement the AI tools, and I'll show you some of them. We'll talk about some of them anyway. Okay, so the next one is social media marketing, and this is where you're going to use consistent, engaging content that you post on the social media platforms. These can come in the form of just social media posts that you share with your target audience, and it can also include paid posts. So you may, Facebook will often encourage you to promote posts to increase the reach. That means more people will see it. They will, encourage you to put it in front of a target audience, so you can narrow down who you're trying to target with your posts and your ads and your content that you post on social media. And so that's what this is really about. Now, the effectiveness, typically speaking, for, if you just go on their business page and you post something, the average conversion rate is 1 to 3%. That is pitiful. It's really, really bad. However, what I really found interesting is that with paid advertising, when you boost a post, the conversion rate can jump up to 9% on average, but that's on Facebook specifically. In the next one, I'll go over more details on in the next class, specifically on social media conversion rates and all those kinds of things. But in this one, we're just going to touch on it a bit. So the cost is going to be generally low to high, because it's going to depend on what you choose to do. So if you choose to post yourself, it's going to obviously be free. You can use some free tools. You can use paid tools. You can use AI to help you generate posts, come up with a schedule and ideas and different things like that. You can use specialty tools if you want, or you can go through professional marketers. All these things will, your choices are going to impact the cost. Typically, with social media marketing, the paid ads will typically cost you between 50 cents and $2 per click, depending on the platform and the audience that you're trying to target. So it can add up really quick, and so you need to invest a certain amount, per month if you want consistent results. But it can usually generate results pretty quickly when you boost posts like this. Okay, moving on to the next one. Social media influencers. So what you're going to do with social media influencers, you're going to find someone that's going to amplify your brand message. They are best when they align with your brand values and audience that you're trying to target, so that your target audience is within theirs, so that they can promote their your products and services, and it would be a higher increased chance that the audience would be interested. Now, the effectiveness for micro influencers to promote your content, your product or services or what have you, is usually going to be around 3.86%, whereas the big mega influencers are going to have an engagement rate of about 1.63%. The average return of investment on every dollar spent is about $5.20. These stats, again, are averaged across multiple industries. Your experience with it may be totally different, but is something to consider. As far as the actual cost for the micro influencers to the top influencers, it's usually going to be, medium to high cost. Micro influencers will probably charge you $100 to $500 per post, whereas the mega influencers are likely to charge $10,000 or more per post. Okay, so to touch on it, it's in the slide, but I didn't say it. The micro influencers tend to have like 1,000 to 10,000 followers, and the mega influencers usually have 1 million plus followers. So if you want to leverage social media influencers, chances are micro influencers would probably be a better bet, given that they have a higher engagement rate than the mega influencers, and they have a lower cost, significantly lower, compared to the mega influencers. Alright, so sponsored listings and ads. Alright, so with this, we're talking about the sponsored results. So when you do a search on Google, you can pay to target certain keywords so that you'll come up at the top or near the top of the results. And this also includes, having sponsored posts and online ads, so like display ads, banner ads, those types of things. Usually the conversion rate for these can vary, so it's not going to be, a significant jump, whereas the social media, one is significantly higher. But with Google Ads, the average click-through rate is going to be around 3.17% for the search ads, and only 0.46% for display ads. The reason these types of ads tend to do this are primarily due to ad fatigue, and I'll talk more about that later. But generally speaking, the Bing ads will have a little bit higher success rate than the Google ads on average, with about 3.75% if you do a search ad on that. That's because Bing is used less, it has a different demographic. And so, whereas Google it's, you know, it's the dominant top search engine. And I do have a note here that higher click-through rates are typically seen through things like travel, dining, and retail. So that's usually where people are looking for specific products or services, and it's usually often within a local area, especially because when you're talking about travel or dining and retail shops and stuff, someone may be looking specifically for a business of whatever you're offering and in their particular area, and that's where those ads can help you stand out among the local listings. The cost for using sponsored listings and ads tends to be pretty medium to high, so that means you're going to be paying on average, like for Google ads, it's typically going to range from $1 to $2, you know, per click. So the cost per click. So in order to get someone to not just see it, but actually click it, you're going to be paying about $1 or $2 for that person to come to your website, and that does not guarantee that they'll buy something. But some industries see the cost per click as high as $50 per click. So it can vary widely, and it depends on the keyword and you know, how much competition there is for that keyword. You can typically get lower cost per click if you target longer keywords, and I'll talk more on that later. The monthly budgets for this typically range from $1,000 to $10,000. So that's what you can typically expect when you're paying for sponsored listings and ads. However, the results, you know, you can start getting people visiting, you know, say you advertise your website on Google Ads, you can start getting traffic immediately rather than wait for people to notice it in the organic search results. Okay, so oops, I think I goofed up here. Alright. Next, we're going to talk about email marketing. This is a great way to contact your customers and engage with them. It involves just sending like newsletters, promotional offers, notifications, or different content directly to their inbox. Now, the conversion rate for these, that means when someone because you're going to have different rates with this. You're going to have the open rate, so how many people open the email, how many people actually click on it, and then you're going to have a, you know, how many actually follow through on the action. So the open rate is on average about 17.8%. So if you send out 1,000, you know, you're going to have about 170 or whatever it is. I'm not good at math right now. Don't take my word or my calculation on that. But you'll only have that, you know, small percentage, 17% of those people that, you know, of the emails that you send out are going to open it. The others will go, you know, unnoticed and ignored. And then the average click-through rate, once they open it, is only 2.6%. So 2.6%, you know, is just, it's very low. You would think that it would be higher, but it's not. The average conversion rate, though, of the people that click, you know, is 15%. So 15.11%. Now, on average, email marketing has a return of investment of around $42 per every dollar spent. The open rates will vary greatly by industry, but the average is about the, you know, 18%. It has a conversion rate of about 1 to 3%. And then, you know, it's just, it's going to depend also on the emails that you send out, too. That can also affect your effectiveness and in how many people will actually follow through. And then email marketing, it's generally affordable with cost is low to medium. There are a lot of free plans that you can use. You can also, you know, pay for premium tools. If you have about 2,000 subscribers and stuff, you can take advantage of a lot of free plans. Other paid plans can average from $10 to $300 per month. It just depends on the number of subscribers and the features that the email marketing plan has. Alright, the next one I'm going to talk more about is contests, events, and giveaways. So these are great ways that you can engage your audience and build brand awareness and generate leads. So you can use contests and giveaways and things like that which can increase your engagement by about 34% on average. You can also grow your email list by about 33% on average. The cost for running it is gonna, for running any kind of contest or giveaway or event is going to depend, of course, on the prize that you give away. On average, it can range from like $100 or something to thousands for a larger contest with more significant prizes. Now, you can give away products, you can give away services, you can give away different things, but the key thing is that it provides value and is able to attract the customers that are interested in what you have to offer. Okay, the next one is social media challenges. So this involves, encouraging users to participate in some kind of activity or task, and it usually involves them generating some kind of user-generated content. So they may create a video, they may submit a picture, they may write an essay or something like that. Now, this tactic has the potential to go viral, especially if it's something like a video and is entertaining in some way. It can significantly increase your brand visibility because of that. And while it's hard to know what the actual metrics are, like how effective it is, they can increase your engagement by like 200 to 500%. So it can, have a viral effect and be carried across multiple platforms. It just kind of depends. And the cost for doing it is pretty low, but it can cost also high. It depends on if you decide to do things yourself, and what tools and things that you use. If you just rely on organic participation, or if you pay for social media ads or things like that, or if you partner with like a social media influencer, that can increase your costs. Okay, so the next one is viral content. Now, viral content is, of course, designed to be shared widely and rapidly across social media and other platforms. It's a powerful way that you can increase your brand awareness and create a large audience in a short amount of time. It's often on a trending topic, or or it becomes a trending topic. It may also be a controversial topic or whatever. I'm sure you've come across various videos as you use social media that would fit this criteria of it going viral. Usually that means it'll have, a few 100,000 views in a short time. Sometimes they may have millions. But typically if it has, a few 100,000 views, that's considered going viral in some capacity. Alright, so it's difficult to achieve, but it can, lead to, it can lead to exponential increases in your traffic, engagement, and brand visibility. A successful viral campaign can generate millions of views and shares. And the cost, can be free or low cost. Some companies will actually invest in production quality or influencer partnerships to increase it, increase the chances of it going viral. Alright. Now, video content. It's one of the most engaging forms of online marketing. It includes everything from promotional videos to tutorials and live streams, customer testimonials, and a whole variety of other things. It can be educational, entertaining, or just, otherwise informative in demonstrating a product or service or something that you're doing. The effectiveness of it is, it can increase your conversion rates by like 80% compared to just having text alone on, say, a website. Viewers can retain 95% of the message that they watch in a video compared to only 10% when they read it by text. Let's see. The average conversion rate for video content is about only 4.8%. So that means, when you actually get a sale from it. And, that's, of course, average across industries, multiple industries. But, it does at least dramatically increase the chances of, sales conversion. So someone buying from your website by 80% compared to not using a video, say on your landing page or homepage. Video marketers are known to get 66% more qualified leads per year just using video content and video marketing. Alright, so the cost for doing video is generally low to high. You can generate free videos using like Canva. You can also use other tools. You can use AI to help generate it. There's all kinds of affordable options that you can do. You can record videos yourself and post them to social media. You can post them to YouTube and things like that. So the cost can be very low and even free, but it can also be medium to high if you go with professional video production. Okay, so moving on. So now we're going to talk about how you can take all of these things and put together an online marketing strategy. So the first thing you need to do is identify your target audience. That means you need to start by defining what your target audience is, and so you need detailed buyer personas, which can represent your ideal customers. You need to understand the demographics, their preferences, and the challenges that they face. Knowing them is going to help you tailor your message so that you can choose the right content to produce and the right platforms to use to engage with them. Okay, number 2 is you want to set clear, achievable goals. You need to choose the goals that are going to be specific and aligned with your business objectives. And so like a goal might be to increase your website traffic by like 20% in the next 3 months. Or you may want to try and achieve like 10% conversion rate from your email marketing campaigns. By setting these SMART goals, it's going to help you have a clear direction and enable you to better measure your success. Alright, number 3 is choosing the right marketing channels. Not all marketing channels will be suitable for your business. So you want to go wherever your target audience is the most active. If they're on Facebook, then allocate more resources to social media marketing on Facebook. If they rely on email, then invest in building a robust email marketing campaign. You'll need to diversify your approach by balancing organic and paid strategies, such as SEO and Google Ads. Okay, number 4 is developing a content plan. Content is at the heart of your marketing strategy. Developing a plan, that outlines what content to create, what to publish, on which platforms, when's the peak times to publish. These are the kinds of things that you need to plan out so that you can produce value for your audience, address their pain points, encourage engagement, and actually get their attention while they're using the platforms at the days and times that they're using it. This can include a variety of content types that you decide to use to keep your audience engaged. That may include blog posts, videos, infographics, social media updates, different things like that. And, you have consistent and regular content that you're putting out that will help keep people interested, engaged, and coming back. Alright, so number 5 is to leverage analytics and tools. So you can use tools like Google Analytics, SEMrush, Social Media Insights, and other tools to track the performance of your marketing campaigns and your marketing strategies. You can understand the data by looking at what is working and what isn't, and this will help you to make better decisions as you move forward and further revise and craft your marketing strategy. So if you notice the video content is getting more engagement, then you may start creating more videos. Whereas if you are, say, posting on a particular platform and not really seeing any results, you may decide to choose a different strategy on that platform, or choose a different type of content, or modify your strategy in another way. Alright, number 6 is you're going to measure and monitor and optimize. So you're going to continuously need to monitor your campaigns and check what's performing as expected, what's not, and then assess your progress against your goals. Always make adjustments based on your insights that you gather from the reporting tools. And so if a particular social media post type is getting more shares, then you need to probably put more of that out. All right, number 7 is to budget wisely. It's possible to achieve significant results even if you have limited resources. Prioritize on spending on strategies that have the highest return of investment, such as targeted social media ads or email marketing. Now you want to balance your efforts with free tactics, such as organic SEO, paid strategies, and that will help ensure that you're getting the most out of your budget. All right, number 8 is to engage and build relationships. So marketing isn't just about pushing your products and services, it's about building relationships with your audience. You want to engage with them, respond to comments, respond to emails, respond to other messages, and focus on providing exceptional value and service so that they, become loyal and become repeat business. Okay, so now we're going to talk more about each of these in further in further detail. So, with web design, there are some key things that we're going to talk about. So, web design can impact how your business is perceived. So, a well-designed website is going to have more credibility than a poorly designed or outdated one. So, what things about it make the most difference? Well, I've boiled it down to 8 things. You're going to have visual appeal and consistency, like design consistency. So you want it to be visually appealing and professional. Studies have shown that 94% of first impressions are design related. Users will form an opinion about a website in about half a second. Use a clean, modern design that reflects your brand identity. You can do that with the AI tools. You can build it yourself. You can hire somebody. Whatever you decide to do, the important thing is to have a professional design that reflects your brand. And you need to make sure that the design is consistent across all pages of your site. This helps, build a cohesive look, and it builds trust with your customers and just makes your site easier to navigate. All right. Number 2 is with the user experience, where you're going to use navigation, mobile responsiveness, and loading speed. These things are key to keeping people on your website and making it easy for them to use. By simplifying your site's navigation, you will help users find what they're looking for quickly. You'll avoid overloading the navigation bar with too many options when you simplify it with a well-structured menu. The next important thing is mobile responsiveness. You need to make sure that the website is mobile friendly. More than half global website, visitors are coming from mobile devices. So a responsive design is going to help ensure that your site looks and works well on all screen sizes. The third thing is the third point under user experience is the loading speed. Pages that take longer than 3 seconds to load can lose nearly 40% of their visitors. So you want to use compressed images. You want to minimize redirects and leverage browser caching to enhance speed. All right, with the third thing here, that is having to do with content and layout. So engaging content is the first part of this. This is where you're going to have engaging and valuable content. So you're going to use clear headlines and subheadings, bullet points. All these things will help make your content easy to scan. Include high quality images and videos to complement your text. Okay, then you're going to have call to action. So you strategically place the call to action on your website in different places so that it will guide them towards the desired action. So something like signing up for a newsletter or making a purchase. You're going to use action-oriented language such as like buy now, get started, those kinds of things. Above the fold. This is where you put your most important content above the fold. So that means where it's visible without scrolling. The area should have some sort of strong headline, a brief explanation of your service or product, and a clear call to action. Okay. Next is building trust, and you do that with trust signals and transparent policies. So you can use trust signals such as customer testimonials, security badges, and certifications. You can display client logos, industry awards, and other endorsements to boost your credibility. The other thing that's important to have is a privacy policy, a return policy, and terms of service that are easy to find. Transparency helps build trust and reassures visitors. So at the bottom of most websites, you'll notice a privacy policy link, usually, that goes to a long block of text. You'll also notice something that says like terms of service or terms and conditions, usually something like that. That's something I typically include on websites using a general template. I can include links to my little generator. It is not by any means a, I don't want to be sued, so don't sue me. But I can include links to it. You can use it if you want, but use it at your own risk. It's something that is a general privacy policy and terms and conditions generator that mimics what other companies and websites use generally. And it can, fill in the details and stuff, and then you just copy and paste it. That's typically what I do because I put this generator together. But I can include that so you can use that if you so want. Alright, so the next thing is SEO and accessibility. So you have SEO-friendly design. That's where you optimize your website for search engines. So you're going to use SEO best practices. So you'll want to use like relevant keywords in the titles, the meta descriptions, and headings. Meta descriptions are like what you'll see in the search engine results for what comes up for your website, or in the, when you share the link to it in on social media, such as Facebook or something. It'll usually have the title and the in a description to give a preview of what the website or page is about. Alright, so also another key thing to using SEO-friendly design is using alt text for images and making sure that your website is structured properly for crawlers. I'll talk a bit more about that later. Alright, so accessibility is the other thing. You want to make sure that your site is accessible. That means with, allowing people with disabilities to be able to use it. So use proper heading structures, provide alt text alternatives for non-text content. Make sure that your site is can be navigated using a keyboard. Alright, number 6 is going to be personalization and engagement. So that's where you're going to personalize dynamic content to the customer or user, and you can do this using their experience, using like visitor behavior, location, preferences. This can significantly increase their engagement and conversions. The other thing is you can use interactive elements. This is where you can have quizzes, calculators, chatbots, or other things to engage with visitors. These tools can help them find information they want quickly and be able to just improve their overall experience. The next thing is using analytics and A/B testing. So you can use Google Analytics to monitor how visitors interact with your website. You can analyze, the metrics such as a bounce rate, session duration, conversion rates to identify areas of improvement. You can also use A/B testing. This is where you test different versions of your website's design and layout and called action to see what works best. So A/B testing makes it so you can make data-driven decisions to optimize your site for better performance. Alright, and then we have email capture and retargeting ads. So with email capture, you're going to offer something of value, such as a discount, an ebook, or something in exchange for the visitor's email address. This helps you stay in touch with them and nurture a relationship through email marketing. Now, retargeting ads are something where you bring visitors back who didn't convert on their first visit. This is like an ad that reminds them about your products and services and encourages them to return. Okay, so using effective, website design is going to be a critical component of your online marketing strategy. So don't just focus on, putting a pretty design together. Also make sure that it's easy for them to navigate and read, and continuously optimize and improve it. You can create a website that will not only just attract them, but keep them engaged and converting into loyal customers. Okay, next we're going to talk about SEO and content marketing. So, SEO, which also stands for search engine optimization, this is a process of optimizing your website so it ranks higher in the search engine results. Higher rankings will lead to more visibility, which can drive organic, unpaid traffic to your website. And it's essential because it targets users who are actively searching for products, services, or information your business provides. And I realize the time. If you want to take a break, let me know. Otherwise, I can just keep going. Okay, so there are some key elements to SEO, and the first one, and most important, is keyword research. So the foundation of SEO is finding the right keywords to use. These are going to be keywords and phrases that your potential customers are typing into the search engines. You can use tools like Google Keyword Planner or Ahrefs or SEMrush or Key Search to identify high volume, low competition keywords that are relevant to your business. Okay, the next thing is using on-page SEO. This is where you're going to optimize individual pages of your website to rank higher and earn more relevant traffic. It includes, using keywords in the title tags, meta descriptions, headers, and throughout the content. Alright, now, content quality is the next thing. You want to have high quality, relevant content. So the content needs to be engaging, informative, and provide value to the reader. Unfortunately, you cannot just copy and paste a whole list of keywords that you want to use on the web page and just expect it to work. That used to work a long time ago, but doesn't work anymore. Because that's called keyword stuffing, and it doesn't work. But you can get it to naturally integrate into the content, and you can use the help of AI to do that. Another thing that helps with content quality is regularly updating your website with fresh content, so you can use blog posts, and this can help improve your search engine rankings. Okay. Next, we have technical SEO. This is where you optimize the back end of your website. So that means you improve the website speed, you make it mobile friendly, you make sure that the search engines can crawl and index your site by using a sitemap. There's all kinds of tools that you can use to do this easily. And anyway, the structured data and sitemaps and clean code and stuff are all part of the technical SEO aspect of this. Backlinks. This is where you have other websites that point to your own. So you may have high quality backlinks from big websites that helps act as like a vote of confidence in your content, and it can significantly help improve your site's authority and ranking. Alright, so the effectiveness of it is it's really a long-term strategy. It can take months before you can see any significant results. But once this is achieved, it is, the results are sustainable, and it can generate consistent organic traffic for free. Compared to paid advertising, it can offer a much higher return on investment because it targets the users who are actively searching for what you offer. While it does require time and effort, it is relatively low cost when compared to paid advertising campaigns. Now, the conversion rates. So SEO-driven leads have a 14.6% close rate compared to 1.7% for outbound leads like cold calling. Companies that blog typically receive about 97% more clicks on their website, and 61% of marketers say improving SEO and growing their organic presence is their top inbound marketing priority. So it is a big and effective strategy that a lot of companies use. And it does drive results over a long period of time. It does take longer to get going, but it does work. The next thing we're going to talk about is content marketing. Okay, this involves creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content. Just a moment. Oh, good. Okay. Had a message. All right, content marketing. Okay. It's to attract and retain a clearly defined audience. The ultimate goal is to drive profitable customer action. So it can come in the form of blog posts, videos, infographics, podcasts, social media updates, any kind of, content that you're using, and then posting perhaps on your website, perhaps on other platforms such as Substack or YouTube or whatever. Just posting this type of content can be highly effective, especially when you pair it with SEO, targeting the keywords. Now, one of the keys to doing content marketing effectively is you need to understand that, what your audience is needing, what they prefer, what their challenges are, and creating content that resonates with them. The next thing is you need to plan and, use a strategy. Use a content calendar, know what you're going to create, have a publication schedule so that you're creating content on a consistent basis, and it aligns with your overall marketing goals. Okay, next you want to make sure that you are producing high quality content. So content is going to educate, entertain, solve some sort of problem, and it should be well researched, well written, and include visuals where appropriate. All right, next we're going to talk about content distribution a little bit more, because I already touched on it a little bit. So you want to share it across various platforms. So specifically wherever your audience is active, and so this can include social media, email newsletters, content syndication networks, and stuff. Basically, you need to just produce the content and put it where your target audience is. All right, next we're going to talk about content optimization. So you want to optimize your content for the search engines, again, using SEO, using the relevant keywords, meta descriptions, and tags and stuff. Ensure that your content is mobile friendly and easy to read wherever you decide to post it. The general effectiveness of content marketing is, it helps build brand awareness and provides valuable information that helps to position your business as an authority in your industry. It's going to help engage customers at every stage of their journey from awareness to decision making. By having regular content, it's going to help improve your site's SEO. It can help you rank higher in the search engine results. With content marketing, you can generate leads by attracting visitors to your website, where they can be converted into customers through lead magnets like ebooks, webinars, or free trials. Sorry. I'm going to take a drink for a minute. Sorry. Alright, now, conversion rates. Content marketing typically costs about 60% less than traditional marketing. It can generate about 3 times as many leads. 70% of customers usually feel closer to a company as a result of content marketing. And 60% say that branded content helps them feel better about making their purchasing decision. Companies that use content marketing typically see 6 times higher conversion rates than those who don't. So these are some good reasons to start using content marketing in your marketing strategy. Alright, so now we're going to talk about social media marketing. This involves using social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and others to promote your business, engage with your audience, and drive traffic to your website. It's essential for modern businesses to use because of the vast number of active users on the platforms, which allows for precise targeting and widespread reach. So, to do this effectively, you need to make sure that you choose... that's a cat He decided to sneeze. You need to choose the right platform. So not all social media platforms are created equal. Different platforms serve different purposes and audiences. So for example, LinkedIn is usually better for business-to-business marketing, while Instagram is typically for more visual content and is popular more among younger audiences. Okay, content creation. This is where you post on social media content that is engaging, relevant, and tailored to the platform that you're using. And, this includes images, videos, stories, posts, live streams, whatever you choose to do. Alright, posting strategy. This... Oh. Cat says hi. Hello. It's like I am a cat. Alright. Alright, so for your posting strategy, the consistency of posting is the key to success in social media marketing. So you need to develop a schedule that keeps your audience engaged but doesn't overwhelm them. So you want to use tools such as SocialChamp or Hootsuite or Buffer. You can automate and schedule your posts in advance so that you don't have to do them manually. One of the keys to doing this effectively is to make sure that you also engage and interact. So you don't just broadcast messages, but you also engage with them. So you need to respond to comments and messages and mentions to build a loyal community that's built around your brand. Alright, the next thing, and this is about paid advertising again. So organic reach on social media, again, is very limited. It's why many businesses will use paid advertising to boost their visibility. This means sponsored posts, pay-per-click ads, and promoted posts that, such as, on X, Twitter, Facebook, or other platforms, to help reach a larger audience much quicker, and just in general has a higher conversion rate. With the analytics and optimization that the platforms provide, you can track the performance of your social media campaigns, specifically your paid posts, and be able to see what's working, what's not, and be able to refine your strategy and improve engagement and increase the conversions. Okay. Next is brand awareness. So social media marketing is excellent for building brand awareness. It allows for businesses to be able to reach an audience quickly and relatively low cost. It's also a great place for engaging with your customers in real time, responding to inquiries, and also providing customer support. With effective social media campaigns, you can generate leads by driving them to your website, encouraging them to sign up for newsletters, download content, or make a purchase. Social media can directly influence purchasing decisions, especially with the rise of social commerce. So that's where users can actually buy directly through social media platforms. Now, the conversion rates, they typically have an average conversion rate of about 1.85. So 1 to 3% is on average with the organic posts. But Facebook ads generally convert better than a lot of other platforms also. So if you use a sponsored Facebook ad, it's probably going to perform better than some of the other platforms and will have a higher conversion rate. But typically organic posts will just have the 1 to 3%. The cost, they can be very cost effective. The cost per click for Facebook ads is usually around 97 cents per click. So it can be an affordable option potentially for small businesses. It just kind of depends. When it comes to actually getting engagement on posts that use images usually have a 650% higher engagement rate than simply putting out a text post. Video posts usually have a 59% more engagement rate than other types. So images tend to get the best engagement on a lot of social media platforms, but again, it's going to depend on the social media platform we're talking about. YouTube, you can't just post an image. You need to post a video. On Instagram, you can post an image, and that will work out very well. And stuff. And so Facebook, you can post any type. And so it's just going to depend on what you're trying to post and where. Alright, so for the return of investment here, 73% of marketers believe that their social media marketing efforts were at least somewhat effective or very effective for their business. Okay. Right. Now I want to talk a little bit more about it. So, it's important to use high-quality images and videos that capture attention. Using visual content is more likely to be shared and can significantly increase your engagement. You want to encourage your audience to create content for you. If you have like a contest or something like that, using hashtags and different things, it can help build trust and engagement and get people to interact with your products and services by encouraging them to do that. You can also collaborate with influencers in your industry so that you can reach a broader audience, and it can help humanize your brand and provide some sort of social proof by getting their endorsement because they have built up this following and reputation. You can run contests or giveaways on social media, which can boost your engagement and increase your follower count quickly, especially if people share it. And another thing for best practices, is to use storytelling in your posts. This will help create an emotional connection with your audience, and it'll help them to better remember and engage with your content so that, when you tell a compelling story. Okay, so that is social media marketing. Now, social media influencers. Alright, these are individuals who have built up a significant following on social media platforms, and they have the power to influence the purchasing decisions of their audience. By leveraging them, it can be an effective marketing strategy, particularly for small businesses that are, wanting to build up brand awareness and drive sales without the budget for large-scale advertising campaigns. But the key for this to succeed is to find the right influencers. So you have to find influencers that are going to align with your brand values and, who have followers that match your target audience. Micro-influencers are typically, effective for small businesses, so it can be a good way to build brand awareness and expand your reach. Building relationships, so this is where you're going to build a relationship with an influencer, not just as a one-time, transaction. It's where you interact with them, contact them, watch their content, leave comments on theirs, just show support for them, and doing that over time can help you to build a relationship with them so that they can potentially become an authentic advocate for your brand or whatever you're offering. The next thing is to, you can do is some sort of collaboration with influencers. So you could potentially use content, that may promote your products or services. So it could be like a sponsored post or product review, an unboxing giveaway, or something else that, maybe some sort of collaborative video or content or something that you do with them that they share with their audience and that helps promote you. The next key to doing this effectively is to make sure that you use analytics to help track the performance of influencer campaigns. So you want to monitor your engagement rates, website traffic, conversions, and overall return of investment on it. Now, influencers are typically going to be seen as more relatable and trustworthy than using a traditional ad. So their recommendations can feel more like advice from a friend, which can lead to higher conversion rates. And by partnering with them, it allows you to tap into their established audience, and it can significantly increase your brand's visibility because of that. Influencers typically cater to specific niches. This allows your business to target very specific demographics, and it can be more effective when you're marketing to them. User-generated content can also help. So influencer collaborations often lead to their followers producing content, and this can be repurposed for other marketing efforts such as social media posts, email campaigns, or website content. The statistics on this: so the average conversion rate for influencer marketing campaigns can range from 1.5% to 5%. It depends on the industry and the influencer. The return of investment, well, a study by Influencer Marketing Hub found that for every dollar spent on influencer marketing, businesses earned an average of $5.78 in return. Micro influencers that have a following of about 1,000 to maybe 100,000 can often see higher engagement rates, up to 8%, compared to larger influencers with millions of followers. So you will have better luck with micro influencers than you will have with the mega ones. 89% of marketers believe that influencer marketing return of investment is comparable or better than other marketing channels. So if you do decide to use social media influencers, focus on micro influencers. They tend to have more engaged audiences that are more affordable, and they're more affordable than the mega influencers. Their content also tends to feel more authentic and relatable, and it can lead to higher engagement and conversion rates. Make sure you have clear agreements. So make sure both parties have a clear understanding of expectations, deliverables, and compensation. So this might be you pay them for a number of posts of specific content, and how the content that they create and can be used. And while it's important that they align with your brand's messaging, make sure you give them some creative freedom so that they can be more authentic and engaging when they create that content. And be sure to use different things to measure the impact. So you can use unique discount codes or other tracking methods to measure the direct impact that the influencer campaign has on sales and engagement. And finally, you can repurpose the content created by the influencers across your own social media channels, so you can use it on, your social media pages, your website, other marketing materials, things that will maximize your campaign's value. So, social media influencers can be a really powerful way to promote your business online for these reasons. All right, next, I'm going to talk about sponsored listings and online ads. So, this is where you use paid advertising methods that allow you to promote your products or services on the search engines, social media platforms, other websites. It's where your ads will appear prominently at the top of the search results or within content feeds, and it can help attract potential customers who are actively searching for relevant products or services. Sorry, need a drink. Okay, so all right, the key components of using sponsored listings or online ads. With Google or Bing specifically, this is where businesses bid on keywords and display their ads in the search engine result pages, which are called SERPs. And the ads can appear above or below organic search results, and they're usually marked as sponsored or ad. With social media ads, so using Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter X, they offer ad placements within users' feeds, stories, or sidebars, so businesses can target ads based on demographics, interests, behavior, or other elements of the person's behavior or anything like that. So anything, any of the data that the social media platforms have captured. Alright, display ads. This is where they use banner ads on websites, so you can use like a Google's display network or other ad networks. It can include images, video, text, and it's often used for remarketing. With display ads, a key thing I want to point out is that a lot of people will use web browsers that actively will block ads. So that includes video ads that appear on, YouTube. Even though there may be the skippable part, they may, completely block that out using different extensions and plugins and special browsers and different tools like that. So they can block out those types of things. And for Google and Bing ads, some users may choose to use like DuckDuckGo or another search engine that removes the sponsored listings. The sponsored, so you may be paying for these things, but people may be still using, other ways of viewing content to skip out on the ads. All right, let's see, shopping ads. This is where Google shopping, ads and on Bing show like product images, prices, seller information directly in the search results. And it can be, a highly effective way, so if you're selling products online, it can be a way to show up in the results for that when people are actually looking for something. All right, sponsored content. This is where you pay to have your content posted somewhere so that it appears like natural part of the website, natural content. And it may show, a content at the bottom and may say, this was paid for by such and such, or this is a sponsored post or something. Now, the click-through rates on Google Ads across all the industries average about 3.17% for search ads and 0.46% for display. I already mentioned that before, but it's more to mention it again. It can vary dramatically across, the industry, ad quality, targeting, all these types of things can all influence the effectiveness of the click-through rate. Okay, for conversion rates, the Google ads tend to convert about 4% of search ads and 0.57 for display ads. That's kind of interesting. So, the actual conversion rate, not just clicking. This indicates that, a percentage of the users take the desired action after they have clicked the ad. So, even though someone may click an ad, then you have the conversion rate where they actually buy. Okay, so next we have return on investment. So businesses typically see about $2 return for every dollar that they spend on Google Ads. This varies, though, widely on how effective your ad campaign is. The cost per click varies by industry. Some keywords cost just a few cents per click, while highly competitive words can cost upwards of $50 per click. Social media ads can have lower cost per click, but, that's with Facebook, having on average about 97 cents, per click. Again, it's going to vary, and, inflation, I'm sure, can impact it. All right, so if you decide to use sponsored listings or online ads, make sure you select keywords that are relevant to your business, have a good balance, the keywords should have a good balance between search volume and competition. So long tail keywords often have a higher return on investment due to the lower competition. Make sure that you have compelling ad copy that clearly communicates your value and proposition. So use high quality images, videos, just, in your ads to capture attention, and ensure that your landing page is relevant to the ad content and optimize for conversions. Be sure to set a daily or monthly budget for your ad campaigns to control costs. You can use bid adjustments to prioritize certain demographics, locations, or devices that perform better. You can also regularly test different versions of your ads, so you can include different headlines, images, calls to action, targeting options, and see which works best. You can use the results to, refine your ad strategy and performance using these testing methods. You can use Google Analytics and built-in analytics of ad platforms to monitor the performance of your ads. You can track metrics such as the click-through rate, conversion rate, return on investment, and other things, and make adjustments as needed. Now, some key things to note that really apply here is ad avoidance is what it's called. So studies have shown a significant percentage of users, up to 70%, will ignore sponsored listings and focus on organic results, particularly if they perceive the ads as irrelevant or intrusive. Okay, top of page ads. So despite ad avoidance, the top of page ads in search results still receive a significant amount of clicks, with some reports suggesting the top 3 ad positions capture 40% of total clicks on a results page. Mobile ads, so that's with increasing use of mobile devices. Mobile search ads have been found to have higher click-through rates compared to desktop ads. Mobile ads tend to have lower cost per click, making them a cost-effective option for advertisers. Okay, next we're going to talk about email marketing. Email marketing is one of the most powerful and cost-effective tools for businesses to engage with their customers, promote products or services, and drive sales. So by sending targeted, personalized messages directly to the inboxes of potential or existing customers, businesses can build relationships, increase brand awareness, and ultimately boost your revenue. Okay. The key to success in email marketing is building and segmenting your email lists. So that means you need to gather email addresses. You can use website signups, in-store promotions, other things like that, and segment the list based on factors such as, customer behavior, preferences, demographics. This allows you to send more personalized and relevant messaging. You need to craft compelling content. So what you want to do is include attention-grabbing subject lines, clear and concise messaging, and strong call to action. Emails should be visually appealing, mobile-friendly, to ensure they're accessible to a wide audience. Automation and workflows. So this is where you use specific, triggers when you send emails. So you can use automation tools to send personalized emails when someone signs up, or when they abandon a shopping cart, or some sort of birthday offer or whatever. Usually some sort of trigger happens, and then something sends an email, personalized email to them. Automation can help you save time and ensures consistent communication. So then the next thing is using tracking metrics. So keeping track of your open rates, click-through rates, conversion rates, and unsubscribe rates will help you understand the effectiveness of your email campaigns. This can help you optimize future campaigns so that they can be more effective. The open rates typically range between 15 and 25% on average. Personalized subject lines can increase open rates by as much as 50%. For the click-through rates, the average click-through rate on an email marketing campaign is 2 to 5%. Including a clear and compelling call to action can significantly boost your click-through rate. For the conversion rate, it has an average conversion rate of 2 to 3%, but it varies on the industry and target audience and campaign specifics. Email marketing tends to have a good return on investment, with some studies showing an average return of about $42 for every dollar that is spent. So it makes it one of the most cost-effective marketing channels available. Email marketing is also pretty effective for customer retention, with businesses reporting that 80% of the retention strategies rely on email marketing. So some best practices for email marketing is to use data to segment your email list so that you send personalized content to each segment. Personalized emails can lead to higher engagement and better conversion rates. If you use A/B testing, you can test different subject lines, different email designs, content to see what resonates best with your audience. It helps you to optimize your campaigns over time. The next thing is ensuring that your emails are mobile friendly. A significant portion of emails will be opened on smartphones. So this means that having a responsive design is absolutely important and helps keep the content concise. Right. Every email that you send out should have a clear call to action, and so it should guide the recipient to the desired action, whether it's making a purchase, signing up for a webinar, or downloading a resource. The next thing to know is that you need to adhere to the CAN-SPAM Act. This means having an unsubscribe link in every email and ensuring that you have permission to email your subscribers. So sending personalized emails, some statistics on this, is that it can have 6 times higher transaction rate compared to non-personalized emails. So when you personalize an email, it's going to be 6 times more effective than not. If you have abandoned cart emails, so if you have a shopping cart system and someone leaves a site without buying anything, but they've added stuff to their cart, and you're able to email them, the people that receive those, it has a 45% chance of them opening the email, and 21% of all those will actually lead them to purchase. For email frequency, the optimal frequency for sending email campaigns is typically 2 to 3 times per month to avoid overwhelming subscribers while staying on top of mind. Okay, so now to talk about contests, events, and giveaways. So these are highly effective marketing tactics that you can use to engage your audience and build brand awareness and drive traffic to your website or social media channels. These tend to create excitement and buzz around your brand. It can encourage user participation and can significantly increase your online presence. With contests, these usually involve asking the participants to complete some sort of task or submit an entry, such as a photo, a video, a story, or something, for a chance to win a prize. Contests can be highly engaging, as they can require creativity and skill from the participants. With events, you can host online or in-person events such as webinars, workshops, or live Q&A sessions. These can help you connect directly with your audience. Events are a great way to showcase your expertise, provide value, and build relationships with your potential customers. Giveaways. These are simple but powerful tools that can attract attention. Participants typically just need to enter by following like a social media page, signing up for a newsletter, or sharing content. They're usually effective for growing your email list or building a social media following. Okay, so ways you can do this effectively. So effectiveness, oh yeah, okay, sorry. The effectiveness of these, and then I will talk about best practices to make it effective. Alright, so contests and giveaways are known to boost engagement rates significantly. So like having a contest on Facebook is known to receive 3.5 times more likes and 64 times more comments than your regular posts. Lead generation, so it can be giveaways in particular are good for lead generation. So on average, businesses can expect hundreds or even thousands of new email subscribers from a well-executed giveaway. Contests and giveaways can increase brand visibility and awareness, so participants are more likely to share your content, especially if sharing part of the entry requirements. Events can provide an opportunity for real-time interaction with your audience. Webinars, for example, have an average attendance rate of 40 to 50% of registrants and about 20 to 30% of converting into qualified leads. I'm going to take a drink now. Okay. If you have questions, let me know. Alright, so now for best practices. If you use contests, events, or giveaways, make sure that you have rules for participating in the contest or giveaway that are easy to follow and understand. Complicated rules will deter potential participants. Offer prizes that are relevant to your audience and aligned with the brand. It will help to attract participants and also ensures that the leads you generate are high quality. Be sure to promote your contest, event, or giveaway across multiple channels, including social media, email marketing, and your website. Use eye-catching visuals as well and compelling calls to action to encourage participation. After the contest or event or giveaway, follow up with participants. So For contests, you can announce the winner publicly to maintain transparency. For events, you can send follow-up emails with additional resources or offers to keep the momentum going. And then statistics. So let's talk about the statistics, if I can talk. Social media contests, according to Tailwind, Instagram accounts that run contests grow their followers about 70% faster than those that don't. Giveaways, so one study found that 91% of Instagram posts with over 1,000 likes or comments were related to a contest or giveaway. And events, a study by HubSpot revealed that 73% of business-to-business marketers believe webinars are one of the best ways to generate quality leads. Okay, so now we're going to talk about social media challenges. Social media challenges are a dynamic and highly engaging form of content that's going to encourage users to participate in a specific activity, often with some sort of creative or competitive element. So the challenges can go viral quickly, which can boost your brand's visibility and engagement. It's effective for reaching younger audiences, typically, who are active on platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. The key components of this is participation, hashtags, and virality. So challenges are designed to be easy and fun, so users that participate in will enjoy them. And it will typically require them to create and share content, so like videos or photos, based on the specific theme or action. Okay, hashtags. So usually a unique hashtag is used. It's associated with the challenge, making it easy to track participation and create a sense of community among the participants. Virality. This is where it can lead to exponential growth in engagement because it has this viral nature of challenges. So, someone does it, then someone else says, hey, I can do it better. And so it can lead to it going viral as participants invite others to join in, and then they share their content, and it just spreads the challenge across social media platforms. The social media challenges are known to have high engagement rates. So, like the Ice Bucket Challenge generated 2.4 million tagged videos on Facebook, and it was a massive success in raising awareness of ALS. The brand awareness that can arise from it can be done so very quickly and rapidly, going well beyond the initial audience. So it says in the In My Feelings challenge, inspired by Drake's song, not only boosted the song's popularity, but also saw brands jumping on board to create their own versions of this. Then you have the user-generated content that's authentic, highly valued by consumers, can help make it very effective. So this has been shown to generate 28% higher engagement compared to just standard brand posts. Now, if you do choose to use social media challenges, the keys are to make it simple, make it straightforward, so the more people will be able to participate if it's simple and easy for them to do. Complex rules, difficult tasks will deter potential participants. Tie it to your brand, so ensure the challenge is relevant to your brand or product. This helps to reinforce a brand message and keeps focus on the core offerings. Offer prizes or recognition to participants to encourage more people to join in. This can range from featuring the best submissions on your social media channels or giving away products or discounts. You can promote across multiple platforms, so you may start on, say, TikTok or one other platform and then promote them on other social media channels to increase visibility and participation. You can leverage influencers by partnering with them to kickstart the challenge, and that can help it gain momentum much quicker. It can also add credibility and reach to your campaign if you do that. Now, as far as just statistics go for this, 79% of people say the user-generated content highly impacts their purchasing decisions, making challenges a powerful tool for driving conversions. The challenges with hashtags will see a 21% higher engagement rate across the posts compared to those without hashtags. Brands that use challenges across multiple platforms will see a 50% increase in participation, according to data from HubSpot. Okay, now let's talk about viral content. Viral content is referring to any piece of media. It could be video, image, article, social media post, something that spreads quickly and widely across the internet. It can gain significant attention and engagement. The virality of the content is driven by its ability to resonate with a large audience and evoke strong emotions, usually joy, surprise, or even outrage. So the key components of viral content is the emotional appeal. So that means viral content is going to typically evoke some kind of strong emotion. So happiness, awe, anger, all these things can lead people to spread the content quickly. It's also going to be relatable. So content that's easy for people to relate or see themselves in often gains traction. So this could be a humorous take on a common experience, or an inspiring story, or a powerful message. Something that people can picture themselves in. The ease with which the content is shared is crucial. So viral content is usually concise, visually engaging, and easily shareable. So they should just be able to click, share with, or tap it to share it, and it just spreads. The timeliness of it, so you can tap into current events, trends, cultural moments, things like that can go viral as it feels relevant and timely to the audience. Okay, viral content can exponentially increase your brand's reach within a very short period. So here is one example. Old Spice, the man your man could smell like. Campaign went viral, leading to 100 million views on YouTube with a significant boost in sales. It tends to generate higher levels of engagement, like likes, shares, comments, and discussions across various platforms. It can lead to brand visibility and foster stronger connection with the audience. Creating viral content can also be a low-cost way to gain massive exposure. When it does go viral organically, the reach and engagement it generates far exceed what is typically achieved through paid advertising. For best practices, well, it's impossible to predict if content will actually go viral or not. The key is to know your audience, understand what resonates with them, and creating content that targets them, tailoring it to their interests, values, and emotions is key. You can use storytelling as a compelling narrative, can help make it more memorable and shareable. It could be a heartwarming story, it could be a humorous anecdote, a clever twist storytelling, can help you stand out. Using high quality visuals, so you can use images, videos, infographics, those are likely to be shared. Visual content is processed faster by the brain and is more engaging than simply using text alone. Interactive content, or content that encourages participation, such as challenges, polls, contests, those can increase chances of going viral. So when people feel like they're involved, they're more likely to share it. You can leverage trends, so keeping an eye on current trends, find creative ways to incorporate them into your content can help increase the chances of it going viral. You can ride the wave of popular trend, so using hashtags or keywords to significantly increase the likelihood of it going viral. Okay, now as far as statistics go, according to BuzzSumo, content that elicits a high arousal emotion, such as awe, laughter, or amusement, is more likely to go viral. Positive content is shared 30% more than negative content. Visual content is 40 times more likely to be shared on social media than other types, according to HubSpot. A study by Headstream found that 55% of people who love a brand story are willing to purchase the product in the future, and 44% will share the story. Alright, so now that covers viral content. Now we're going to talk about video content. And we are getting close to being done, just so you know. All right, video content is one of the most powerful tools in digital marketing. It offers an engaging way to connect with audiences, deliver messages, and drive conversions. With platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and others, video has become an essential component of any comprehensive marketing strategy. So, video content is highly effective when it tells a compelling story. Whether it's a brand story, customer testimonials, product demo, storytelling can create an emotional connection with the audience. Using high quality visuals, like well shot footage, you having clear audio, good lighting, are all critical to keeping users engaged. Let's see. Every video should have a clear call to action, guiding viewers on what to do next, whether it's visiting a website, subscribing to a channel, or making a purchase. Now, as far as effectiveness goes, video content typically has higher engagement rates compared to other types of content. According to WordStream, social video generates 1,200% more shares than text and image content combined. Having a video on landing pages is known to increase conversions by up to 80%. This is due to the combination of visual and auditory elements, which can convey a message and prompt action. Video content is usually easily shareable, making it a great tool for increasing brand awareness. Videos are 6 times more likely to be shared than photos, at least on Twitter X. Well, X, formerly Twitter, I should probably say it. I still consider it Twitter. Alright, so best practices when you're creating video content. You want to keep it short and sweet. The ideal length varies by the platform, but shorter videos that are typically under 2 minutes tend to perform better. HubSpot says about 60% of consumers prefer to learn about a product or service through a short video. Make sure that you optimize for mobile, so that means a significant portion of video content is being consumed on mobile devices. So it's crucial to optimize your videos for mobile viewing. So this may be using vertical or square formats as and ensuring fast load time. So those can help improve your video viewing content. Statistics that you get. All right. SEO optimization. So you want to make sure that you use relevant keywords in the title, description, and tags to improve search engine rankings. So adding captions, transcripts also can help enhance the accessibility in SEO. The other thing is engage early. The first few seconds of a video are crucial for capturing attention. So start with a hook that grabs the viewer's interest and encourages them to keep watching. So oftentimes you'll see a video that starts off with an interesting short clip, and then it will proceed into the actual video, where it might play an intro and stuff after the few seconds have been played. All right, let's talk statistics. So 85% of businesses use video as a marketing tool. 92% of marketers say it is an important part of their strategy. A study by Vidyard found 70% of marketers reported video to produce more conversions than any other type of content. A survey by HubSpot found 54% of consumers want to see more video from brands they support. Okay, so now we've covered all the key marketing strategies in this video. I did not cover, what's it called? Press releases. But that is kind of similar to the sponsored post type of content, because you're creating that and trying to promote it, and then you may need to pay to distribute it. But there are free press release platforms, but I will try to include some resources for press releases as well. Alright, so that covers the bulk of this class. Now I'm going to try and finish up with some more things here. So I want to talk about using AI tools for helping your marketing efforts. There are a wide variety of tools available that you can use to, generate content, do your SEO, automate and schedule things, and produce social media graphics and videos. So some tools are going to be like ChatGPT, Jasper AI, there's a bunch of other ones. They can generate content and rewrite your titles. They can help you target keywords in your content and posts. You need to use SEO tools, so such as key search and Surfer SEO and different things to help find the keywords, and then you can use SEO Framework and what's it called? Siona to help optimize your website. These things can help to improve the effectiveness of your use of search, key search terms on your website. And you can also use it on social media posts as well, because some people may be looking for those things as well. Alright, so for scheduling and automating, you can use tools such as SocialChamp, Buffer, Hootsuite, and others that will enable you to schedule your social media posts, and you can post them on multiple platforms. I will have more information on, social media posting on Thursday. So in the next class, that's what we'll be covering more in detail, as well as talking about, social media graphics and videos and stuff. You can use tools like Kittl and Canva to create the graphics and videos that you can post on social media. These tools are generally user-friendly. Some are more complex than others, but generally speaking, they are affordable, in some cases free to use to some extent, and can help you with your online marketing efforts. So ChatGPT, I use it all the time. It's great for, putting together content, plans, brainstorming. It can answer questions. It can do a whole bunch of things. You can use it to help generate blog posts, scripts for videos, coming up with, plans for your social media posts. You can create social media captions. It can do a variety of things. And all very, very affordably, since the paid version of ChatGPT is only $20 a month. And you get unlimited use. So, very powerful tool. Another one is Jasper AI. It focuses on creating long-form content, such as blog posts, product descriptions, and email campaigns, but you can also use ChatGPT for that as well. And in either way, it can rewrite content better, it can target keywords, it can do all those things. Copy AI is another one that can do these types of things. All of them can produce, content for you, headlines, short form content, long content. It can, write persuasive content that aligns with your brand's tone. You can give it example content and tell it, hey, can you match this? And it will try. So when you're trying to use these tools, you can, let me check something real quick. Oh. Huh. I thought I did that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to try and wrap up a little bit quicker here. All of the notes and the slides are available for download on mysmallbusinesswebsite.com. So you can just sign up, and it's all available on the user dashboard. So I've got about 8 minutes, so I'll try and end this at 8 o'clock. Alright, so what you're going to do is, when you're trying to prompt, say, ChatGPT to generate content for you, you can write in, write like you would a person of what you're trying to do, and explain, that you want to use, keywords or whatever that are relevant to your topic. If you have a list of keywords that you use the SEO tools to get, you can give it a list of the keywords that you want it to target, and it will try and craft content based on that. And you can tell it, write in this style. You can tell it to mimic authors. You can tell it to do different things, and it is a very amazing tool that can do a lot of things. But it all depends on what commands and prompts you use to give it, and the information you give it to work with. So you need to make sure that you give information about, your business if you're trying to generate business-specific content. and stuff. So that's some key tips to do. And you can also edit the AI generated content so that it has your personal touch and so that you make it relevant. Alright, so next we're going to talk about some of the SEO tools. So you can use Surfer SEO, SEO Framework, Key Search, SEMrush. All of these can help with the search engine optimization. You don't need to use all of them, but for example, SEO Framework, there's a free version of this plugin that you can install on a WordPress website, and it helps with your SEO. It automatically generates a sitemap. That means the search engine will go to your website and it'll go, oh, hey, there's a map of what pages are available on this website. And it will do that automatically for you. SEO Framework also makes it so you can go to specific pages on your website and add in a custom title and custom description that you can inject your keywords into and make relevant, so that when you share that link on social media or as it gets read into the search engines, it will come up as that. So it is a powerful tool, and it's free, and it works on WordPress. Love that thing. Key Search, it's a really cool keyword research tool. It's more affordable than some of the other ones. It provides competitive analysis, keyword suggestions, and it can tell you what low competition keywords you can target. You can also use the keyword planner, but there are downsides to trying to use it. It's not as specific as some of these other tools. Key Search also can analyze your competitors and tell you what keywords they're ranking for. So if you do a search for the keywords you're trying to target, Key Search can go, hey, they're ranking for these keywords, and it can do that for you. SEMrush also does a lot of the things Key Search can do, but they cost more, and they probably have some different tools, but they work in some, similar way. Surfer SEO, it integrates with your content creation process, so it provides real-time suggestions for what keywords to use, word count, headings, and it can help your content rank better. So you can use these tools as you produce content, and that will help optimize it for the search engines, and you can regularly audit with SEO tools and fix broken things like links and improve your site speed and put in the missing meta tags like the description. Alright, so for automation tools and scheduling for social media, tools like SocialChamp, it allows you to schedule posts across social media platforms, so multiples all from a single dashboard. So you connect your accounts, and then it gives you the ability to post on those accounts from their system, and it allows you to schedule in advance. So that means you can plan weeks or months in advance and have posts set to go out, so you don't have to try to remember on what days and times to post. And you have the ability to specifically, schedule it so you can make it the same time. You can make it vary a bit. You can schedule it so that it's posted whenever your audience is most active. They also include analytics, so that'll help you determine the peak times of when to post your content. Each of the tools, provide different things and different, cost plans and stuff. Buffer also has a free plan, so SocialChamp and Buffer both have a free plan that you can use to start with to help schedule some posts and start making use of some of their tools. Be sure to use a content calendar for when you're posting, and don't just post promotional content. Make sure that you post some non-promotional content, and so that it helps keep your audience engaged. Okay, so let's talk about automation and scheduling real quick. Running out of time a little bit here. Let's see. So, posting consistently helps build brand recognition and keeps your audience engaged. A content calendar helps you to plan ahead. So you can plan a month in advance and then use Social Champ or Buffer or something to schedule your posts. You can also schedule blog posts in advance. If you use WordPress, you can schedule those to go out and then they'll be published to your website automatically. Stick to a regular posting schedule, say Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays, or something like that. Whatever time and day that your audience is most engaged, and this will help your audience keep expecting new content on those days. Post at times when your audience is most active, so you can use tools like Hootsuite and stuff to get this kind of information. You want to monitor and the posts to see what performs well, and then it can vary by platform, so you'll want to experiment with different times, days to see what works best. Be sure to personalize it, and while automation is great and it can save time, it's also important to inject your personality into the posts so that they don't seem so robotic, and it helps if you engage with your audience through comments, direct messages, and stuff like that to build relationships. You want to mix your automated posts with live updates, so that will help keep your feed dynamic and personable. Don't rely too much on auto-generated content, so be sure to add personal anecdotes and behind-the-scenes scenes and insights and different things like that, so you can provide personalized content to help get more noticed and help people feel like they're not just communicating with a robot or a company, and that they're actually engaging with you. Be sure to have some spontaneity so you can help it, feel more genuine and less pre-planned. If you, say, share something on a trending topic or do a quick video or share a photo of your workspace or something like that, leave room in your content calendar for unplanned posts so that you can respond to current events or trends. Okay, so next we're going to jump through this quickly because it's now 8 o'clock, so I'll try and go quick. Alright, so when you're measuring success, you want to pay attention to key metrics. So you want to see how much they're engaging with your content, so likes, comments, shares, those kinds of things. The high engagement often correlates to strong brand loyalty. So if people are really engaging, then that means they're going to be paying attention and following you more closely. Alright, so pay attention to the reach, so to see how many people are seeing your content. Higher reach increases the potential for new customers. Organic reach is becoming harder to achieve. It's essential to optimize content and posting times. It's just because social media is just flooded. It's oversaturated with content and people have content overload. Alright, conversion, the usual, the ultimate metric that tracks how many audience members take a desired action, such as making a purchase or signing up for a newsletter or something. So you'll want to track those things somehow with whatever tools you're using. You can see what content is working and what isn't, so you can get the most value. Alright, let's talk about... Oh, okay, I skipped ahead. Whoopsie. Okay, we'll go back. AI analytics tools. So you can use tools such as Pave AI. It converts Google Analytics data into actionable insights. It offers a clear view of how your marketing efforts are performing. You can use Phrase, which is for content optimization, analyzes competitor content and provides suggestion for improvement. You can use SEO tools that give analytics on the performance of your online campaigns. You can regularly compare your site's performance to competitors to stay ahead in your content marketing. Alright, be sure to adjust your strategy. So adjust your strategy regularly so you're not wasting time on ineffective tactics. Use A/B testing to refine what works and what not, so like headlines, call to action, buttons, things like that. Review your analytics regularly and make data-driven decisions to adjust your strategy. Alright, so now let's skip ahead and go to common issues. So, if you have low engagement, it could be that you're posting at the wrong times. You could be posting irrelevant content that doesn't resonate with your audience. Could be lack of visual appeal or lack of a compelling headline. So the way to address this is analyze your engagement metrics to identify the best times to post. Tailor your content to your audience's interests, so you can use tools like BuzzSumo to find trending topics. You can invest in better visuals, so use Canva or other tools to create eye-catching graphics. If your content is not ranking, chances are it's because you're targeting highly competitive keywords. New websites have low domain authority. Content may not be well optimized for SEO. And so the solution for that is to focus on long-tail keywords with less competition. You can build backlinks to increase your website's authority, and you can optimize content with tools like Surfer SEO to make sure you're converting all on-page SEO elements. No, to make sure you're covering all on-page SEO elements. All right. If your social media posts are not performing, chances are it's probably due to lack of targeting. Your posts may not be reaching the target audience. You may be using poor visuals that are not grabbing the attention of your audience, or you have an inconsistent posting schedule, which makes it hard for your audience to engage regularly. So the solution for that is to optimize your efforts here. So you can use audience insights from social media platforms to better target your posts. You can invest in quality visuals like Canva or Kittl to improve the look of your posts. You can maintain a regular posting schedule, so use a content calendar. Either way, you can optimize your strategy here. So by using regular reviews of your analytics, so this will help you identify trends and patterns in your audience's behavior, and it allows you to capitalize on what's working and what's not. Analytics tools like Google Analytics, Pave AI can help provide insights into your website's performance and other approaches. If you set a weekly or monthly schedule for reviewing analytics, that can help. And if you focus on metrics that align with your business goals, that will help give you a clear idea of what's working and what's not. All right, you want to test different approaches, so use A/B testing to experiment with different, elements of your marketing. Use data-driven decisions to improve it, and start with simple tests. So you can try changing a headline, try changing a call to action button. You can use tools like Google Optimize or Optimizely to run A/B tests on your website. And then you can, lastly, leverage feedback. So you can get feedback from your customers to help get insight into what your audience likes and dislikes about your content. It can guide you in making decisions that better align with customer expectations. So you can get feedback through surveys, social media polls, or direct engagement with your audience, and then you can use feedback to refine your content and overall marketing strategy. Okay, so I know it's a lot. You have access to all of this information. As I said, just go to mysmallbusinesswebsite.com and sign up. The information is there on the dashboard. You can have access to the entire notes for this presentation and to the slides here that I have shown you on the screen. So if you have questions, you can post them, and if not, we'll probably just end the stream. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'll have a recording of it as well. And yes, it is a lot to take in. On Thursday, I'll be talking and focusing on social media marketing specifically. So everything on how to do it effectively, what to do, how to do it. I'll be talking specifically about what platforms and, have the demographics. So I'll be going over the age groups, the gender, and the types of topics and types of content that work best on the different platforms, and so that it'll help make it easier to post on all these things. But yeah, so that's what Thursday will be about. A recording of the whole class will be available, as with the others and stuff. It's all on the website, and it's all the notes and everything will be available. I also have a link to the different tools. I do need to organize it a bit better, but I do have a link to the marketing tools and have listed the ones that I believe I've mentioned them all, that are on there, except maybe Ahrefs. It's a keyword tool. I don't think I added that today, but I will try to. The reason it's a page is that I can keep updating because there's always something more to add. So that's why the links are on the resource page, because there's so many and they sometimes overlap as well, and so they may fit in different categories. But yeah, so the list will take you to the tools that you can use, and what's great about them is that there's free tools that you can use. Kittl has a free tier, so you can, just like Canva has a free version too, where you can, create posts and videos and different things like that. And it can be a worthwhile investment for that. And then when you pair it with some other tools, such as like ChatGPT, to get ideas for what to post, and you pair it with some keyword research tools, you can find out what people are searching for to drive them to your business, and really put together a really solid marketing plan when you integrate all of them. So there's some overlap in some of the things I talked about, such as like video content and the social media, elements of it and stuff, like the paid marketing and stuff like that. They all kind of, overlap, but you can focus on what's going to work best for your business, but determining that is going to really depend on where your audience is and what your budget is and what you're offering. So all those things will all come into play when you're trying to put together a solid strategy. But yeah, so I know it's a lot to take in, but I'll be breaking down even more of the other topics, such as SEO and stuff. It's got its own thing. Email marketing has its own thing. All of these have, can be broken down into further detail and, explain how all of this works. This is more of an introduction to all of the different tactics, and then, from there, then you have to actually start trying to craft all this stuff. ChatGPT is a super useful tool, though, so you can actually get information and advice and guidance on all these things. Just asking it and telling it, what your business is, what you're trying to do, what you've tried, what hasn't worked, what has, and have a conversation with it, and it can give you feedback based on your personal situation, because it's like an expert in everything all in one. So if you have car questions, you can ask it about cars, you can ask it about food, you can ask it for recipes, you can ask it about stocks or housing or whatever. You can ask it a whole variety of things and it can tell you, but it is a marketing expert as well, so it knows a bunch of information, and it can also do a search on the internet. If you pay for the $20 a month on it, it is well worth it, because it can tell you, relevant information. It can give you links to websites. It can do a bunch of stuff. So it's a really amazing tool, and definitely worth $20 a month. I use it all the time, and it helped to prepare this stuff. So that's why I highly, highly recommend it. It's very useful. So it can save you a lot of time and a lot of effort, just being able to ask it questions, get information, get content, and everything. So it's a really amazing tool. But I'll be covering more on that, even specifically on content, and stuff in other classes that I'll be holding in the weeks ahead. So, but yeah, so Thursday is just going to be the one focused on social media, where I talk all about social media and what's going to work and what's not on what platforms and stuff, because it makes a big difference. Because it's just, yeah, demographics makes a big difference with the social media posts, and depending on where the audience is for the particular product that you're trying to sell or service and stuff. Yeah. So if you have any questions, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired. I need a drink. um, but I'll try and add some more resources and organize them so it's easier, and I want to add press releases to the notes because I forgot about that. But it is kind of like sponsored post content, though, in a sense. It's a little bit different, though. Or I might cover that in the content marketing. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm open to feedback and everything else, too. But I'll be producing some shorter videos on this stuff as well. So that, because I know it's so much to digest, so I'm going to try and narrow down some of these things so it'll be specific about some of these topics and stuff. So this was just a huge topic, but that's why it takes 2 hours to explain. Alright, so I think this is the end, so I'm gonna end it here, and then yeah, we can continue on Thursday.